So when Compound Media closed down, there was a blazer there, Mom. A blazer left by Anthony, and the blazer meant a lot to
And
Anthony.
it had sharks on it?
It had sharks on it. I don't really understand the lore of it, but it had sharks on it. And Bill had texted Anthony and said, do you mind if I take this blazer? And or do you want this blazer? Something of the like. And Anthony said, no, actually, I'm flying in next week
to get the blazer
for a doctor's appointment. So I'll be there to pick it up. Bill had already taken the blazer.
He asked him after the fact.
I think so.
He had already had it fit to his body.
This has been going on for months. There was a lot on Twitter going on where Pat Dixon was yelling at Bill about taking this jacket. Pat Dixon was fired from Compound long before it even closed or what have you. Bill Schultz, I guess, had already taken the blazer to wear as a Halloween costume when he asked Anthony. Back in November, Missy calls me, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Missy is Anthony's betrothed, if you will. And you know Missy, she's been on this program. Great friend of the show. We love her.
I saw her. She was on with Chrissy and you guys the other night.
Yes, she was just.
She said hi to me.
She loves you. She sends her regards. So Missy called me in November, and it was sort of late. And she wanted to, and we were talking, I mean, for an hour about a lot of things, but the main call was about like, should I be fucking pissed off? I'm pissed off about this goddamn fucking blazer. I don't think Aunt knows or cares or whatever, and I'm not going to like bring it up to him or bother him with it, but I keep seeing this Twitter shit that Bill Schultz took this fucking jacket and Anthony had that fucking jacket made. And I'm going like, just text Bill or like, I know he didn't do it on purpose. Like he's just a goofball. He's just sort of like, he just had no idea. She's like, no, I swear to you, he knew Anthony had that jacket made from this. He shouldn't have had it or whatever. And we were just laughing about it for like an hour, but she was like, fucking this stupid fucking idiot. They take and I agreed with her there. I'm like, it would be very bizarre if it was like, if it wasn't a mistake. But I took up for Bill and sort of said like, I'm sure he'll send it. Just say, hey, I think I said to her, yo, here's our address. Send us the jacket. As far as I know, that's what had happened. And I hadn't thought about the jacket, the blazer from Jaws in months. Cut to Anthony is on the show with Garrett and Steve today. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about the jacket. And they knew that Bill had tailored it to oblivion. Okay.
It seems like him and Anthony would be about the same size, though.
I mean, Bill Schultz is quite petite. Yeah, I mean,
but they're both smaller men, right?
Anthony's taller.
He's taller. Okay.
Way tall.
But thin.
He's way taller.
But they're both thin.
I didn't know Bill fucking hacked the jacket to pieces.
Oh, he didn't have it professionally tailored?
No, he didn't tailor it himself, but he had it tailored. He's apparently broke and he had it tailored into oblivion. Okay. So I think I tell Missy, just tell him this is the address. Send us the fucking jacket back. Okay. But instead of Bill saying, Anthony, I spent $100 and I had this jacket tailored to my Auschwitz body. He just sent it back without saying anything, maybe hoping he wouldn't notice. So the sleeves are this much shorter. The back is this big of a panel has been cut out. Anthony had no idea about this. He was just happy, I guess, that the jacket was back in his possession until on Garrett and Steve today, Garrett and Steve go, have you tried on the jacket? since you retrieved it. Now let me find it here.
I want
And
to ask you one question. He
yes,
didn't have it professionally tailored.
yes, he did.
So he told the tailor, I would like this to
Tailored to
be-
my Auschwitz body.
I want this tailored in the Auschwitz style.
He said, "Could you tailor this jacket that I stole to my body?" This jacket doesn't exactly fit me and my thin Auschwitz body. It's a replica from Jaws that used to belong to Anthony Cumia until I took it from him. And now I would like it to be tailored to my body. Not for him to wear, Michaeline, but for a Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta hand it to Bill, because to be so confident in yourself to, I guess, do such a thing must be a nice way to live. We love Bill Schultz here. Yeah, he never told us he got it tailored. Exactly. He just sent it back and just hoped for the best. So tonight, all hell broke loose. Okay, we're watching this. All right, and now let me try and see where I can find it here. So the jacket has been safely in their possession for, I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know how many months. All right, until Garrett and Steve and Missy was. I am talking steadfast. Anthony goes, I don't care. Maybe he didn't notice or care. He's like, yeah, no, buddy, I'm coming back to get the jacket. It meant something to him. But Missy was, and that is her taking up for her man, going, I'm this jacket, even if it doesn't piss him off as much as it pisses me off, I would be the same way. It'd be like, you know what? Fuck you. Give us that fucking jacket back, you douche. I would be the exact same fucking way. So then this happened, Mom. So Garrett and Steve basically say, have you tried the jacket on? Because they know it's been tailored. You're going to die.
Holy shit.
Wow. Wait. I gotta go back.
Yep.
Have you tried it on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not yet. Uh-oh.
Maybe
it's a fake one. Maybe it shrunk.
Is it anywhere nearby that you could grab to try on?
Uh-oh. What happened? Did he let the sleeves out?
But
babe, get me the coat.
And Missy knows exactly where that jacket. Oh my
God. I just remember him telling us, and Bill, I love Bill to death. Bill is someone I can't explain. I did morning for years, and every moment was a pleasure because I got to hang out with Bill every morning. I love this.
Yeah, Steve, you know what's about to fucking happen. Steve threw Bill right under the fucking bus. So he's going, I love Bill. I did morning for years. But they asked the question, have you tried on the jacket? They know what's about to happen. They know.
This man to death. So I bring all this up because I love seeing Anthony react to this exact situation. So Bill told us.
This was before he got called out for having the jacket.
Correct.
Like, you knew he had the jacket, but this was before the whole Missy calling him out.
Okay, so he still kind of had this delusion that it was going to be his jacket.
Correct.
Yeah, because you had come up to New York a few times and didn't ask him for it, you know? So I think he thought he was free with the jacket.
Kind of like Drew with the equipment.
Yeah.
Like,
kind of like Drew with the equipment. It sounds exactly like Drew.
There it is, Mom.
Look at this jacket. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool jacket.
He got it back. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Like
That's
gray,
why
those white anchors. That's pretty cool.
It is. He had a replica of the Jaws jacket made. Bill wore it to a Halloween party, and before that, spent $100 to get it tailored to his Auschwitz body. Then, when he was found out, he sent it back to Anthony without saying one word. about the fact that it may not fit Anthony anymore. And yes, they are both.
Well, he was just hoping.
He was just hoping. He got it back. He just he'll put it in the back of his closet, and maybe I'll be dead before he ever puts it on again. Not today. Not today, poor Bill. And we love you, Bill, as well. Not
True
today.
with the equipment. Ladies and
Somebody
gentlemen,
directly
the
asked
jacket.
this stuff. I guess I just get to keep it.
It does look kind
But
of
he
tiny.
told us that he brought it to a tailor, dry cleaner, to get it kind of fitted to his slight frame.
Look at him inspecting the sleeves. Something does seem amiss.
So we're not sure if it still fits you.
Now, during the In Hot Water football show, I would wear a lot of Bill's jackets, and I couldn't get them over my shoulders. Dude, that's it.
Short the sleeves. Just set it back. Maybe he won't notice. Maybe he won't notice. The man has just been let go from Compound Media, right? Okay. Listen, the whole place shut down, what have you. Would you spend your money tailoring this jacket that you stole for a Halloween party? You couldn't have just worn it oversized a little bit, Bill? And then when you were found out,
Get it tailored.
you sent
It must be a really, really nice jacket.
I guess so. But then he sent it back without a word. By the way, the sleeves are a foot shorter. Nothing. Look at this.
Look at his face.
Look at it.
Did this happen today?
Yes, right before. Yes, we were watching him. We were screaming, Mom. We were screaming at one point. Oh God!
Look at
Bill Schultz, you just made the untoward board. But write down Bill Schultz and jacket, by the way, just for our notes so we know why. Look at Anthony's face. I'm sorry, and this was not planned. There could have not been a better reveal. I think Steve said it best. That blazer was sitting in their closet like a ticking fucking time bomb until he happened to just try it on for some reason.
This motherfucker! This motherfucker!
Oh my
That's how I looked.
Oh my god!
Dude, he fucking fucked my coat up.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! He fucking
You can barely get it off of him, even.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god! My god! I can't
Missy
wait to-
B, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Kiki. I'm staying on.
Hi,
I'm
hi,
on.
Missy, how are you? There you are. Oh my
Am I
God.
on? Okay, well, I'm here right now and I'm home and I actually have the jacket on.
I want to stand up. Let's see it.
It does look great on you, Missy.
It does. That's darling. It's a
it's ac-
great jacket.
It's a blessing in disguise. It
Do you
actually,
like it?
feels-
It kind of fits you perfectly, right?
It's
does.
it's I'm not very large chested, so
it's perfect. You really could wear it, and it's oversized on you, which is in these days.
Right,
So
yeah.
maybe they'll stop fighting about it. But
Yeah.
did you have any idea that this jacket had been hacked to bits
I had
when you
no
guys
idea.
received it
It
back?
came in the mail. It came in the mail, and I just hung it in the closet, and I just left it there, just I was like, "Hey, it's here." I told him, I was like, "Hey, it came in." And he was like, "Okay, okay. Whatever." And, like, that was it. We just wanna be done with it. It didn't have to be a big thing. See, that's the
Right.
thing. It didn't have to be this big. It
Right.
it wasn't yours, and literally there were 2 things Ant wanted from the studio, that he made clear. It was this jacket and the large bottle of Voo that we had there, that champagne bottle that we were gonna open for 2020 Trump. But,
Did he get that back?
no, I don't know how they're getting it. I think Censored has it.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it's still
Ye
intact somewhere and hasn't been
Somewhere.
drank or something.
Yeah, I was so pissed that I had driven up during the time when that happened. I could have literally put it in the truck, and I didn't, so whatever. But, yeah, it did not need to get where it blew up. Bill Schultz definitely is not one to negotiate well with, I've noticed. So I appreciate you guys making such light of this, because I have a problem with people gaslighting and manipulating
too.
and all that. I just can't be, like, I'm letting him go with a lot of the stuff he's saying, because he's just constantly like trying to provoke me outside of this. And yeah,
It seems so unlike him, because I guess I know, like,
because he knows he's wrong. He
yeah.
knows he's wrong, so he's doing everything in his ability to make it seem like it was okay. So if you want to look at my tweets, when he goes, "Well, I had spent $80 to send it to you," and it's like, what does that have anything to do with you taking this jacket? I
He did
asked for
pick
the
him up.
address. I asked for this. I tried. No, you kind of didn't. I think you can tell that you were really hoping Ant would forget and not care. You can tell that's what he was going for. And I'm sorry. Does anyone know what Anthony has been going through for the last year? I don't
Right.
know,
That's another thing.
recovery, trying to close down a studio, merge a
Right.
business. I don't know. He's been pretty busy. I'm sorry,
And
Bill.
yeah. Right.
Can't give you all his attention.
I was talking about that when we had this conversation, and it didn't. I think I told you, I was just like, just text him, just be like, motherfucker, send me this goddamn jacket, because even if Anthony is gonna go, whatever, I don't care. I care. That's my man. And this fucking jacket, he wanted 2 things from that studio. He let go tens of thousands of dollars worth of fucking equipment or whatever, which
Yeah.
is so sweet of him. Didn't care, blah, 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 blah. But this stupid fucking jacket. And if it didn't mean, it did mean something to Anthony or whatever, but he wanted 2 fucking things. And Bill then saying, well, in the tweet that I just read, he said, I had it cleaned for $80. Yeah, well, yeah, you took it and you wore it.
You cleaned it, yeah, and you tailored it. Yeah, well, yeah, I like how he did admit it, and then you kind of made it seem like it was justified, and it's just like, but it shouldn't have been tailored to begin with. Like, that shouldn't have even been a thing. Like, when you had it and then Ant never got back to you, you should have kept it in a place that as he did explain that he wanted it, then you put it in a box or something until maybe you get the full green light that says, hey man, you know what? You keep it. I know you love it. You keep it. But he never got that. He mixed he made every interpretation just for his benefit. You can just see that he was, oh, well, I didn't hear from him, so therefore, like, it's such a juvenile approach. And it really, really bothered me because, like, out of all the things, like I said, Anthony just wanted this, and he just had to, like, take advantage of Ant being busy, not answering, and just took it upon himself to
recovering from, heart surgery and all that stuff. Yeah,
he kind of had a lot of things going on.
Give him a little bit of a fucking break, man. Yeah, he was.
Oh
and
yeah.
Didn't the text say too? No, buddy, I'm flying back there for a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I'm coming up for it. Like he said, I'm coming up for it. Like, I don't know what other thing you need from him to say that he didn't or didn't want it. Like,
it's so strange. And also, so say that say the lines got blurred and he was like, this is my jacket, I think, right? And I need to wear it to a Halloween party. Do you get it? Just in the case in the back of your brain, you know what? I may need to give this back someday. Do you get it tailored into oblivion so that you can't? Like,
It's insane.
Can't it just be can't the sleeves be a little long on you for the Halloween party? Like, what?
Maybe just don't wear it. There's a lot of other things you can do. It's just like a weird, like psychosomatic thing. I don't know. Like there's something really fucked up in his head to like go about it that way. Like maybe just there's a lot of other things you can be for Halloween. Maybe something that doesn't belong to you.
Right.
Don't make that your Halloween costume.
I bet
Just
if we looked at Shein right now, you could find a shitty version of that exact blazer. You could type anything into Amazon. You know, if you needed to be the guy from Jaws, the mayor from Jaws.
You just had to be.
You had to be. I know you could have found it. And it would have cost you less than the $80 to clean it. It would have cost you less than the time to ship it. It would have cost you less than the $100 to tailor it to your Auschwitz body. I know that.
I'm more like annoyed. Like I even like after the first incident, like you can see the text where I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry it got to this point where it got heated. Like I'm sorry about that.
Right.
I just, I'm sticking up for Ant on this one because he's not going to chase after something like this. He does. And that's the thing. They know Ant long enough that they know that he'll just roll over and forget about it because he's just like, fuck this. I have other things to deal with. They take advantage of that. And I'm sorry. You're not a good person if you take advantage of that. I'm sorry. Immediately you're on my shit list if you take advantage of him like that.
Drew today?
That was another thing. Dude, he's pretty heated right now.
No, I said I'm so disgusted, and I love Drew too. But like, what a way to be about that situation.
Yeah.
Like,
oh well, yeah, and then all those guys wanted to shit on Anne. Oh, what? Why didn't they get? All these other people like provoking it. Why didn't they get severance? It's like, wow, Ant really just dropped them like that. It's like, do you not really see what he's given and provided for these guys over the years, and then after all of this and. Have you also never been part of a merger? Do you not understand how the reality of working in a job? This wasn't even that much of a real job that everybody had. This had a lot of luxuries.
I've never heard or talked to Drew or really, I guess, Bill about it. But Garrett, Steve, and Gino, endlessly grateful. All right, yes, I know Gino had a
that's all
moment
those, like,
of like, yes, because of it, and that's all just Dabbleverse stuff, but. It's
one thing is heard and it's misinterpreted, and that person reacts off of the misinterpretation.
Right. It's not like the funny thing. Okay, so I'll explain to you, Mom. Drew, and Drew's old Oldorf.
Yeah,
too.
I was going to ask
in the
about
booth
that
as well. Right. He also danced with him at the wedding.
Thank you. I know.
So he took they were all going to share the equipment. Basically it was 3 cameras, a TriCaster, microphones. Garrett and Steve ended up with 1 microphone. They had to beg Drew for another one, and now he has 3 of the cameras. 3 cameras, Mom. 3 of them.
He's like renting them out. He's freelancing them out. He's making money off of it.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Drews are gonna Drew.
Yeah, right. Like the audacity of it. Anthony wanted to give that stuff to them to do their show together.
Right. Yeah, here, like, sorry there's no more studio and you guys are out of job, but here, let me provide you with more than a leg up and having a successful, have good quality stuff, and so you guys can do a show, and then leave it to somebody to just again take advantage of it. And again, making all these their own decisions, no real negotiations, just like no, this entitled bullshit.
So then they did a few shows, even with Gino. They would do the football show from Drew's house, 3 cameras, TriCaster, whole deal or whatever. When they stopped doing it there because Drew got too busy making money off of the equipment. Because he just goes out and uses it. That's not the deal. They had to beg him for 1 microphone. So then on the show today with Garrett and Steve, Drew's ears were burning. So he calls in and he's like, first of all, Anthony texts Drew and says, "You need to give Garrett and Steve one of those cameras."
And then he goes, "We'll share." All right, I'll share. He's like, no, it's not a sharing thing.
He's like, after the 23rd of July, I could maybe give it to them for a while.
Oh,
like
because he's
Len.
rented it out till then.
Yeah, he probably has it. Yeah, like he's renting it out during that time.
What, bat mitzvahs and records in a 3-camera angle? Like I don't know if he's like being a party photographer or like videographer or what. He's like, well, I do have this gig on this date, and then after that we can share. No,
My goodness.
You need to just give it.
There needs to be a communal space where everybody uses it, but it just stays there. It's not like if you guys all have like our roommates in an apartment. It's like, hey, I'm gonna take the couch, bring it to my friend's house for a little bit. You guys take the TV, or it's like, no, it stays here. And then we all come in together, make things happen.
So, I think he said we could basically, maybe Garrett, you could Uber over to my house and get it when you need it. No,
oh my God.
I have a fucking camera.
So his house, it was kind of set up after all this, and they were all there doing a podcast over there, right?
Yes, yeah. Definitely. But then he got too busy with his side gig business using all of the equipment, and they couldn't go there anymore.
Oh, I see.
So they don't shoot they don't do any of their podcasts there anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's so odd with Drew too. It's wild.
Was there like mercury in the water at Compound that all these fucking people drank? Because every single one, I'm not going to name names because I'm not trying to shit on everybody, but let's be real. Anne has always had to deal with the fucking crazy people. Keith the cop, when he was working, had to deal with all of them. Like, they're not level-headed human beings who know how to like either take criticism, know how to find another job. They're just like, they lose their fucking mind. And you're just like, can we be normal human being right now and just have a normal discussion?
Are you telling me Kevin Brennan isn't a level-headed human being?
Anyway, have Keanu's mom's number?
You mean to tell me Kevin Brennan isn't level-headed?
Was he in peanut butter? Jeez.
He's like, digging something out of his teeth with his tongue.
Gino is genuinely hilarious.
Aw.
The other day, he was like, that was the best time I've ever had in my life. You are unhinged, sire. So yes, I'm sure Anthony's had to deal with a lot of it, which would make sense that he just doesn't like, listen, I had a fucking open heart surgery. I let this thing go on for 10 years and it was a playground. Fuck me for like,
wanting like one very like, it just has a lot of heart to it.
Now
there's a dry cleaner tag.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it. It's
I do. I think you should just wear it and make it your own. And make it
so making there's the lemonade right here.
This is the funniest. Well, thank you for explaining all of that to us.
Yeah.
We love Bill Schultz.
I don't. He's officially on the shit list. I really don't appreciate how, I see how he like provokes people in these like Twitter things back and forth. And the way he's been texting me is obnoxious too.
So is he going back still with you guys on Twitter right now?
I've been ignoring a lot of them. Like, I'm reading them, but I'm just like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Somebody goes, well, I don't know why we're talking about this again. And I was like, oh, here, let me clue you in. So I do it. And then he's like, you should go to bed. It's not a good look on you. And it's like, everything he says is a total projection.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, I'm blown away by somebody like with this kind of behavior. Not only just like how they're like speaking, but then also like how he had acted about this. This didn't have to be a big thing. It didn't have to be a big thing. It was the behaviors throughout it that snowballed into this like mind fuck of a scenario. So
I do get it. I get it because you're like, I know that Aunt won't say anything, but this one fucking thing is just gonna drive me fucking nuts until it is resolved. And even though it was resolved, now it's not, because the jacket was hacked to pieces.
And it is really a nice jacket. I can tell it looks like a quality.
Keith the cop's wife, Ange. There were two jackets. Fred from Brooklyn's wife made one, but then Keith the cop's wife, Ange, she had a designer make this one. So she literally, like, the way she did it was that she stamped each of these, but then drew an outline for each one, measured them equidistant, and then along the same pattern, so that even when it went over like the seam, I mean, we can't count this because this is obviously tailored, but
tampered with.
It's been tampered with.
Yeah.
I'm just like blown away. It's like, imagine like you just like you borrow someone's car and then you just knock the side view mirrors off. You're like, here's your car back. It's like,
it's like,
wait.
I thought this would make it better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. It's like, no, it happened while I was in the parking lot. No big deal here. And it's like, no, you gotta pay for that. What? Like, it's just like the lack of accountability is my issue. That's all. If he said, I fucked up, I should have texted Anthony more about like getting the or even DM me on Twitter or get something. Like, there was no real effort, which shows me that he didn't really care. He didn't want to get a response back. He just wanted to keep it. So he was doing everything he could to keep it.
One time, but all right, the man, he might be. It's like the response I wanted was no response. Here, now I will hack it to bits.
Well, he also said, he's like, oh, well, Garrett said I could take it. It's like, it's not Garrett's property to offer you. Like, if someone comes and I go to Ann, I'm like, oh yeah, you can go take the neighbor's lawnmower. You can just take it. Like, yeah, just go ahead. I said so.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
He sent back the jacket as if it had been torn to shreds by Jaws, and thought that you just wouldn't notice. If they didn't bring that up, you could have sat in the closet for years.
It probably would have sat in the closet if Garrett didn't say, did you try it on?
That is so funny. That really, when you were saying earlier, like, that was the perfect reveal. It really was. It really was.
It was unbelievable. And Steve said it best. It was sitting in that closet like a ticking fucking time bomb. Like, it really was.
It really was.
Yeah, I think I'll try on my old Jaws jacket. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Underlining, it looks fantastic on you.
It does. It's adorable.
Streams and shows.
Yeah, and Anthony's actually like lighter. I mean, I don't know, not lighter, but he's like in better shape now than he was when he had first worn this. So it should have even fit him better originally had it not been tailored to an Auschwitz body.
No, you're right, because he did. I mean, he's like svelte more than he was even before when he got the jacket. So that's what I say, like Auschwitz body. Bill Schultz is a little string bean. Yeah. That it had this much of a sleeve cut off of it and this much of a panel cut out from the back. I can't imagine going to that length for a Halloween costume that you stole, number one, that you're not quite sure if you may ever have to send back. That's so
it's funny.
It's what's so ridiculous about Bill Schultz, which makes
all right, I'll say it here now, and if
angry about it, but yeah.
I will say, Bill, I will not be mad at you if you take full responsibility for taking what wasn't yours, not putting enough effort in that, and then also just why would you, for fucking up by getting this thing tailored to yourself? That is like a huge no. It was never yours to do that with. You took it upon yourself this whole time. So if you just admit complete ownership that you fucked up entirely without blaming anybody else, then maybe I won't rape you.
You heard it here first, Bill Schultz. The gauntlet has been thrown. Missy drew a line in the sand. She will not, in fact, rape you. And it wouldn't be hard from the way that jacket's been tailored. She'll pin you down.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Funny.
Admit to your wrongdoings, Bill. Admit to them. And that's all we need.
No, that's all. I just want accountability. I would not be mad if he kept deflecting and gaslighting me and making it seem like I don't stand for that shit. Just don't stand for that shit. Just admit you were wrong, admit you fucked up, and everything would be fine. Everything's fine.
Right. You could have no amount of screenshots or whatever that's going to say, yeah,
no.
Okay, you don't.
What's done is done. What's done is fucking done. My point.
Something you're not sure if you can actually take, no matter how many times you texted the person to say, "Oh, do you want this jacket back?" It's like being like, "You want the jacket back?" Even if they don't answer you, all right, you have the jacket for a time, just in case they text you a year later and say, "Yo, did you still have my Jaws jacket? You don't have it tailored," and you send it back unharmed without a hair on its fibers plucked. Okay.
When you apply to a job and you don't hear back, you don't go, "I got the job. I'm going to show up. I'm just going to show up." And it's now I worry. Well, you didn't say I didn't get the job, so I must have the job.
You didn't tell me I didn't get the job, so here I am.
That's just the action of a selfish person, and I don't like those people. So if that's how you're going to be, and if that's who you are in your nature, I don't like you, which I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to not like you. So just don't fuck with me.
He'll come to his senses, I feel.
No, he won't. I can see that he is a mentally disturbed human being who he's just, no, I'm never dealing with that human being ever again. I don't care.
Only time will tell. Hopefully he'll put out a public statement of one of apology and wrongdoing, and I think it'll be on the local news at least.
It'll all be all right.
No, he's a deceiving, disingenuous weasel.
I get you, Missy, because I get fired up when I'm like, this is what's happening. Why are you telling me this is not what's happening?
Yeah, don't make me the piece of shit in this. I was just standing up for my love, and you took advantage of him. Do not do that. Don't do that.
And Missy, it's the same thing. He may not be that mad, but I am mad because it means something to me that it means something to him. And I will bullet point for you why you are wrong. And if you want to tell me that I'm wrong, then it's wrong. So I get the anger there. And
that's it.
You were standing up.
It's just frustration. It's just like, it's like, be a man. Stand up. Own it. Don't be a bitch.
Well, I know.
Can't.
He needs to have.
I have another meeting to get to.
Oh my God! On the next Keanu cast, Mom, I'm gonna find out what tailor he used. I'm gonna call them and be like, "Do you remember?"
They did a good job. they really got the back. You can see like there's like a spot in the back here. Like it really.
It's really good. So maybe the whole thing can be remade.
It is what it is at this point.
If it means that much to Anthony, maybe it can be remade.
Yeah, if there's somebody with See, if anybody wants to make it right, the person to be doing that is Bill. But
I'm not saying who should do it.
I'm not saying who.
I'm just saying maybe it could be remade.
Maybe
I'm calling Joanne.
I'm not suggesting who should do it. I don't even know who should do it. Maybe Bill. I don't know.
A good soul. Right.
I'm going to call Joanne and I'm going to be like, "Do you know what tailor Bill uses? I want to know everything about that moment. Did he stand up on the little stage and they measured?"
I mean, would it be an expensive endeavor to have that remade? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is that this was priceless. Really,
right.
It was made out of good gestures.
Right.
He put more money into this than, really.
Right. I know. I get it.
The silver lining of it is it does look great on you.
It does. So you can just carry it on with
whatever. And you fought for that jacket for your love. And now it fits you perfectly.
Didn't need to be a war. It just needed to be an exchange. It really, the second he posted that and I was like, "Hey, pretty sure that's Ant. I think you should be giving that back to him." And then it just turned into this lie after lie from him and his delusions. And then it snowballed. And then now I look crazy. So whatever.
You do not look crazy. The moment you called me and told me about it, I understood. I just couldn't imagine I just think Bill's a goofball, you know?
Yeah, and I appreciated the way I was like, hey, like, I'm not sure if I should really be upset about this. What the heck? Like, I just want everything to be fine. You're like, you know what? Just do it this way. Everything will be fine.
But I understood you and I said, no, I totally agree. I understand why you're upset. It's like, yeah, my man's not maybe going to get as upset about this, but I don't like being gaslit into thinking that I'm wrong. It's the one thing he fucking wanted and he's been through a lot. So give us the fucking jacket back.
You know how this goes? Hey, that's Ant's jacket. You should give it back. Oh shit, you're right. I fucked up. He was supposed to come get it, but I just wanted to wear it one last time. I'm sorry about that. Like, I'll get it right over to you guys. Like, just send me the address. That's it. That's as far as it needed to go. But then, like, it went into this like psychosomatic like world of Bill Schultz, and he's the victim in it all. Like, fuck off.
Somehow Pat got involved. This has been going on for forever. I cannot believe. Well, if anything, it was great for content.
It was. I think that reveal was amazing. What was that?
Well, it's great for content, and the jacket looks marvelous on you. And I will never forget Anthony putting that jacket on.
That was
live on the air on that show. I also love when he went, babe, where's the jacket? I know exactly.
You know what's so funny? I was gonna grab it before he even told me to go get it, but I was like in the middle of cooking something and I didn't want to burn. I was in the right place, as some people will say. And then as soon as he just yelled "babe," I was like, I know exactly. I ran right to go get it.
You could sense this thing's gonna come up. That's what's gonna happen. All right. Well,
all right. You guys are
33 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you for making me laugh about this more.
It was very fun. And you look really cute in it. I want to see you in a completely finished outfit with that jacket.
I'm still wearing this to Charleston next time.
You have to wear it.
I'm gonna wear it with like black, like leather leggings.
Absolutely.
Little booties. Absolutely.
I just like little white booties, tall.
I don't have them. Can you lend me a pair?
I can. Little tall-heeled booties.
And then tailor them and send them back to her.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
take them to a cobbler and make them new, and then send
what
them
size
back
do you
to
wear?
Michaeline without saying anything.
Oh, I'm a 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there would be no need for a
that. You won't have to tailor them. Right?
I will, just because it's just what people. It's the right thing to do.
Really.
Okay, and it was slap happy. Missy, thank you so much. We will let you go.
Fun to see you.
It was good seeing you too.
Fighting the good fight. We love you, Missy.
I love you
Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
I love her. That couldn't have worked out better.